Well, hello, welcome back to Tail 3 Cabins. We are in September. Summer is almost over. Still prepping for hunting season down here. Actually, bow season just starts in a couple weeks, towards the end of the month. But we need to put a new ladder stand up. We're going to try to assemble the blind walls that we put together the last couple episodes. A lot of tractor work. I need to take care of all my JD tractor work down here these next couple days because I need to bring the tractor home. Karen and I have an RV trip planned for about a month, so I'm trying to squeeze everything that I can before we take off on that, and hopefully when we're done with our RV trip, everything will be done down here and that I can just go right into hunting season, start bow hunting, and maybe enjoy that property a little bit. We'll see what happens, but why don't you check it out. So I started putting out feelers on a text message probably about 3 weeks ago that I was coming down here for a certain period of time, 5 days. And I didn't get any response. So as of a couple days ago, I thought I was going to be going solo down here, and there's a lot to be done. I want to put that blind up. I want to put a ladder stand up. And I thought about how am I going to do all these things by myself, and started figuring ways in my head to get it done. And can I get it done in 5 days? So this tree got topped off. Not too safe for our UTV path. I'm gonna have to ponder on this. It just doesn't look good. This is another tree that's fallen down since the last time I've come down here, blocking the UTV path. Last year I installed that remote on the UTV and it's come in handy more than I thought it would. Seems to be getting lower and lower every year, a little worse. Kind of a hazard here. Dead branches falling down. Windy day. Don't trust it, especially on a windy day. Maybe we should do something about this now. I'm thinking if I could back the UTV up, I could stand on it. That's kind of tall and I don't want to be standing underneath that tree. But if I back the UTV up, stand on the back end of it, maybe I could cut at least a portion of that tree off and move it out of the way. I don't know if you can tell, but this tree here has a little bit of a lean to it because of the pressure from this one, and it is on a slight angle. I don't think it's going to tip over or snap back or anything, but I'm thinking maybe if I just cut here, it'll just fall in front of this tree, and then I can cut it up. So one of the first things I want to do is just cut some of the meat off of this branch because I'm worried that it might snap back at me once I do cut it. Well, I'm glad I cut that piece off. I would have got a nice left hook in the chops. But now I've got a different problem. There's a lot of pressure, I guess, on this tree because I just pinched my chainsaw. I guess it's time for my backup, my drop chainsaw. Just to take some weight off of it, I'm going to take the bar off. And then I don't have to worry about the chainsaw falling on the ground and cracking. This tree does just not want to fall forward the way I thought it would. I think it's got to be just hanging by a thread. So instead of trying to get closer with the chainsaw and risking something bad happening, I'm going to see if I can just pull this with the rope. You know, maybe I really didn't have to worry about this tree falling on us. A bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Uh-oh, what do we got up there? Well, I got my little bow hanger on this broken branch. Wonder if that tree fell down over there. I think the neighbor cut this up in the back and then tore off the sides of these branches. The ladder looks okay. Still looks pretty solid. That was close. Okay, a few words about ladder stands. Now, I used to use all types of stands back when we first got this property. I had climbing sticks, I had hang-on stands, I had a climber stand. If I was on the neighbor's property, I would use my climber stand because I didn't want to put a permanent stand up on their property. If I went hunting on public land, I used to bring that also. But throughout the years, the ladder stand has become pretty much the safest, most practical, and easiest to use, especially as you get older. It was okay climbing trees. It takes a little bit of a coordination when you got a climber. You got to make sure you got all your gear with you. You got to make sure you got ways to get stuff up and down from the tree. You don't want to drop anything, because if you drop something, you're screwed. So you really got to be organized when you use a climber and have your act together. If you have this ladder, you forget something, you crawl down, you come back up. And I've done that many, many times. You drop something, you crawl down, you come back up. Piece of cake. Now, when it comes to ladder sizes, I bought this, I'm not sure how many years ago, but I liked it so much. It's called a Big Denali, and it's made by Hawk. But I've liked this so much that I bought another one. And they're very comfortable stands. They're considered a 1.5 persons. You have room to put gear and everything like that. Since the neighbor is going to let us hunt on his property next door, he has no problem with us putting anything up on it. So I bought a new stand, but these things were around $260. And I bought a 1.5 man stand, or 1.5 man or half person stand at Cabela's on sale for about $150, so $100 cheaper. I'm going to compare the two. They still make this stand, they still sell it. It goes, as I said, it goes for about $250, $260. But it's very solid. It doesn't creak, it doesn't make any noise. It's been a pleasure to sit. It's very relaxing. The shooting rail is great, especially with the gun holder. And during gun season, I did end up shooting a nice big buck out of one of these stands a few years back, and having that little gun rest, it was a very long shot. My shot was very accurate. Not that easy of a feat in these woods to shoot something 100 yards away. But anyways, I really like this stand. I'm kind of looking forward to setting up the other one and comparing the two, because if you could save yourself $100, I'll let you know how that works out. But for now, this Big Denali is where it's at, and we'll set up that cheaper stand probably tomorrow. 2 days ago, my friend Don said he was going to come down, so that was two of us. So I thought, oh, okay, that's going to help with the workload, and that's going to be able to help move the walls and everything like that. And then I got down here yesterday. I got another text saying another gentleman and his dad will probably be out here tomorrow morning. So that's two more people. I just got a call this morning that my friend John is going to come down also, possibly later today. So we'll have 5 people down here. I went from just me to 5, which is great. It's going to help get a lot accomplished. I didn't pack a lot of food though for 5 people. I packed mostly for 2. So we'll see. We'll play that one by ear. But for now, I need to get the tractor out. I need to finish working on my UTV path. I'm going to get that accomplished, hopefully before people show up. And then maybe we get the tractor up on the hill. We can start brush hogging up there and take care of some stuff up there. I think if we're a little bit short on food, I might just go ahead and get a water delivery. I'll take the tote into town, and then that way I could also do some shopping at the grocery store, get a load of water back, and we'll just play it by ear. See, a lot of times guys bring stuff down, and they bring down quite a bit of food, so we'll just see what happens. We're either going to be feast or famine. Okay, I think I'm going to cut it right here and then pick up next week right where we left off before everybody shows up. And then we'll start doing some more work on the hill, get that blind together, and a lot of other chores to take care of. But that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell if you want to know when a new one is coming out. And keep an eye on us. Take care, everybody.